Hello everyone, welcome back to Changfied YouTube channel, your trusted source for latest update across South Sudan. Before we proceed with these top stories, I would like you to help the channel by subscribing and turn on the notification bell, so whenever we upload a new video, you can be notified. We have a very important message that we would like to share with you. First, let's start with our first top stories. In Bourtown of Jonglei State, a controversial local group known as the Red Bell has been in the news. For many months, this group has been accused of acting like a private army, fighting, arresting, and sometimes clash with security forces. But now, everything has changed. The Chief of Defense Forces of the South Sudan People Defense Forces, SSPDF, has given a direct order. All members of the Red Bell must join the National Army. The order came after a violent incident in Bourtown that left several people dead. Local officials described the Red Bell as an anti-government group, but the Red Bell themselves say something different. They said, we are not rebel. We are protecting our communities from cattle raider and from intercommunal violence or communal attack. Still, the army leadership has decided they must be observed into the SSPDF. The order signed by General Dr. Paul Nang Majuk and clearly stated, members of the Red Bell movement are hereby ordered to join the SSPDF with their personal and support equipments. That means they must go to the military base in Malwal Shat near Bourtown, and those who refuse will face forceful disarmament, meaning the army SSPDF will take their weapon by force if necessary. Army spokesperson Major General Lu Rei Kong confirmed this during a press conference. He said, "We want to bring all army groups under one command, the National Army." At the same time, a similar order was given to the youth in Warab State. They were given 21 days to unavoid their guns or face disarmament too. The South Sudan People Defense Force, SSPDF, also told members of the SPLMIO, the main opposition group, to report for the second phase of training for the unified forces, a step meant to finally create one national army. This move might look like progress, but it also brings fear, because when community defense groups are forced into the army, it can bring tension. Some join me willingly, others resist. For years, local youth groups in South Sudan have formed to defend cattle and families because government security was weak. But sometimes those groups turn into militias. So will this order bring peace or more tension? That is the question. If Red Bell join the SSPDF, South Sudan People Defense Force, peacefully, then maybe we can see a more united Jonglei. But if they resist, another wave of conflict could start. We can only hope this time dialogue and unity will win. Let's move to Eastern Equatoria State. After months of tension along the South Sudan-Uganda border, peace has returned. The commissioner of Makuach County, Polepole Benjamin, said calm has returned after the Uganda People Defense Forces, UPDF, stopped their patrol along the border. For a long time, local people claimed that they complained that Ugandan soldiers were crossing into South Sudanese land and scaring farmers, traders, and families. But now, after an agreement between the SSPDF, South Sudan People Defense Force, and the UPDF in August, the patrol have been stopped. The deal was made in a high-level meeting attended by former SSPDF Chief of Defense Forces General Dawa Turjong and the UPDF Land Forces Commander Lieutenant General Kayanja Muanga. They agreed to handle border issues together and stop the tension that had been building, especially after clashes in Kajukeji County in central Equatoria that left 5 people dead from the SSPDF side. Now, Commissioner Benjamin said the situation is peaceful. He told iRadio, according to the iRadio, the area is peaceful overall. The community is doing well with their work and the second farming season is progressing smoothly. He added that the unusual patrol by the UPDF are no longer taking place and the complaint from the community have stopped. This peace has allowed farmers to return to their land. Traders can now move between Uganda and South Sudan without fear. People can visit families across the border, something that had to stop for a month. It might sound like a small story, but for the people of Makuach, this life-changing because, peace in border area means food can reach markets, children can go to school safely, and families can farm without running away. And if this is true, this can allow community to farm peacefully. This shows that peace does not only come from Juba. It comes from the local people, from county commissioners, elders, and army leaders who choose to talk instead of fight. In Makuach can be peaceful, then other border areas can also follow this example. Let's take a look at our top story. This is the third one. Prophet Makuach choose peace instead of war, according to the information here, and I will share this with you. Very important update. I think most of you know who is Makuach, not spiritual leader. This is a powerful story from Ayut County in Jonglei. A story that could have been full of blood and war, but instead it became a story of peace. The man of the center is not a spiritual prophet Makuach, a well-known not spiritual leader. For many years, he has commanded a large youth force known as the Y Army, a community defense group that often join national conflicts. In September, Prophet Makuach began mobilizing his forces. He was planning to cross the Nile and attack Malakal, a strategic city in Upper Nile State. Why? To pressure the government led by Salva Kiir Mayardit in Juba to release Dr. Riek Machar and other opposition leaders who had been detained since March, and they are facing a special court trial in Juba. When people heard about the plan, they panicked. Families fled from PG County and a nearby village, fearing a major war. But something changed. Instead of marching to war, Prophet Makuach made a decision that surprised many. According to the message, Prophet Makuach stopped the mobilization and sent a delegation for peace talks. According to Ayut County Commissioner James Cholje confirmed it to Radio Tamazuch and other media. He said Makuach has accepted our appeal for dialogue and his peace delegation is now with me in Ayut town. The commissioner praised him, saying this decision saved thousands of lives. He said Makuach realized that war brings destruction and that there would be no safe place in Ayut after war. As a government, we are ready to talk. So the government is threatening Makuach, which is basically we can say this is not right. Things that you should intimidate a person to accept peace. But anyhow, that is how they talk it. That Makuach fear that there will be no safe place in Ayut. Prophet Makuach change of heart shows something deep. Even those who once believed in fighting can see the truth. Peace give life, war take it away. A civil society group like the Center for Peace and Advocacy also welcome this move. Their leader Termanyang say this is a peace gesture. Both sides should hold genuine dialogue. He also called on Law Nuer and Gawo Nuer youth to stop fighting among themselves because this internal conflict began during Makuach mobilization. According to some local community, they claim that the Law Nuer youth from Nirol were bribed by the SPLA-IG in government to fight Makuach. And many people thought that that might be the reason why Makuach sent delegation to the government so that they can have dialogue and how to move forward. We know South Sudan has seen too much pain. Nearly 400,000 people died in the last civil war, where 25 or 30,000 people were Nuer that were massacred in Juba by the SSPDF led by Salva Kiir Mayardit. And villages were burned, families were divided, and the young nation almost collapsed. Not almost, but fully it collapsed, because now more than 4 million are not in South Sudan. They are in refugee camp in Ethiopia, in Kenya, in Uganda, and also in Sudan. So when a man like Prophet Makuach chooses dialogue instead of war, it is not a small thing. It is a sign of hope. It is a message to all of the South Sudan that peace begins with one decision. Now the question is, if Makuach allow peace to take place, will the government listen to release Dr. Machar, or will they continue with their decision? Because it seems like this is one-sided agreement. Like it is Makuach who decided to have a dialogue with the government. Instead, now what I'm hearing and see from the Nuer community, some people are saying that maybe Makuach has been bribed with money. That might be the reason why he's not demanding the release of Dr. Machar. But who knows? Because the community of Nuer, they are saying that most of the Nuer people that do not condemn Kiir Mayardit, it is because they are being bribed or given money. Because when you look at the situation, the Nuer were targeted in Fangak, they were targeted in Nasser and other places where no Nuer leader within Juba, especially those who are in power with the SPLMRG, they do not care about others Nuer who are being targeted by the government, like what happened in Nasser, that create all these chaos within some of the Nuer places or Nuer counties. The Nuer are condemning all this out of cities being used against them. So the decision that Makuach made today, it might be because of being bribed or given money by the SSPDF. So nobody know. So listen to this. Whether it is the Red Bell in Bor, the UPDF in Makwi, or Prophet Makuach in Ayut, every conflict, no matter how small, always has a door that leads to peace, and the door is dialogue. South Sudan needs peace, not just peace sign on paper, but peace in the heart of people. Peace that allow a farmer to go to his farm. Peace that let a mother fetch water without fear. Peace that allow children to go to school under a tree and dream big. And remember, no one win a war. When a bullet is fired, everyone loses. So let's support dialogue. Let's speak truth, but also forgiveness. Let's stand for unity among the tribe, Nuer, Dinka, and so forth. We are one people, one country. So the question is, will Kiir Mayardit release Dr. Machar and give peace a chance, or will he continue with the special court and will arrest Dr. Machar? Or what will happen next if Dr. Machar found guilty? Because if Machar is found guilty, and I believe South Sudan know what is next, because the civil war is on the edge. If Kiir is not going to handle all this situation with free mind, without targeting newer people, I believe South Sudan will find a long-lasting peace. Otherwise, South Sudan will slide back into civil war. Joe ban linguas me ban raiketin kontin lat karodian. Bakle la de chikchi ka tumnat kan kono niam re ler kan me mi jira me jidit gwas me go region wojin there subscribe ka Changfied YouTube channel there trying ke the notification bell there trying ko mete mi bare da shwa mala shu bekeje channel right comment show the lat re which ka South Sudan doran shal ke bor no cha tuogo no cha red bell group men shal ke community militia dorjane bor ka jongle state ken shaka gwar warga en warga moment sha gwar ke ben yo ya kele re warga moni warga nen yen magwada me chaja gor South Sudan People Defense Forces SSPDF jukene dialan kontin la red bell group ente bor no chaye cholo kuma South Sudan en go yen madarodun KSSPDF no chicken jomo chicken lat ken ramu wuje logo no baroda mat SSPDF baje kep ko bom chicken red bell group cha chak me cha tene wal ka wase dan chicken kam warning mo joke no kurodo report kwarodo report ka SSPDF no chief of defense forces ka South Sudan People Defense Force she darago dor chijeto jene all members ke bon red bell ke liu akawe ka SSPDF ba ka jaka national army chaw dor mo chaje to bre wibor karam wuje lok no ba je yene ken ke ba me ka ba kan ngai kone order me be ka korga me dane shinatin kontin la red bell group chika SSPDF chicken kanagre wibor kwa de chi liache tokten local official latken no red bell group kan kaneti sha kume charge no kala kumente re wibor na duno red bell group kan chi kan chikaneti monte dong nyenye kan ke kume kan shaka ke ko kan bekan community dian bekan gang ajen do dan latken eja amen kuna ala gahi ke jene red bell group taken ke be ni uniform ne unlike others group atin kontere wika South Sudan komi jini gwe changani nuer wayami na teleke behiniti la uniform ne ke meti cha kamke enona bane de tie ke ne ti cha organize eno kepken ke yo kateken ke behini uniform ne so jalar ke jamo ken ke ne ti yos ke re wika juba ne tin konte la kwar jane ajen do kwen ne na tamu ko ala la ono gwar ka warga she diem gane ke eno yen e bia madaro dun ka SSPDF ramu wi logo broda matin and then be nyin eno ke kume Ramadan to bodore me General Dr. Paul Nang Majok che joma che jalat jene joga red bell movement no yendial madaro dun SSPDF eno ala South Sudan People Defense Force by palika jene bia kel ka mai kunta rambi ye jogdi so ngai kona na me plan mi share le ka ken ana me che de to ka da group ba ka jogo no madaro dun ngai kono no de ka kef ka de ka yen ka de ka nak bat ko ka gad jan no tele me la den so me chit kana me wa kan bugro de report ka military base ante ka malwal shat kan en red bell malwal shat tiga ka bo town kan ramu ye lok ba de kef ka bom ka ba me ken ba ka bom mu ka ken shi kana no kono kan ite bu me ken bu ken ka to ka bugro de to bala de ne Major General Ramadan la spokesperson KSSPDF General Lure Kong ke video mi charo iten jala do ne cha red bell group chaga jogo no madaro dun ka kume KSSPDF kene go ne dialan kontin tintere wika South Sudan tila deni no bugore mat national force ke national army SSPDF ke le rami momen no no bala dich katika bondo dien mishimwa aran kume ne won gorge jin jin brodo matke anyok chicken warning do dien chicken le ne tup kanetin content ka warab state la ngani jande ka warab state kani chicken ka mo ni jandang rawi de kel chicken ka mo ken ni jandang rawi de kel kan ngani warab state and no be ken ka latpin ke bu rodien mat de ni SSPDF jendo dan chicken la ken mo yerun mat SSPDF telm la rek by welcome non anyok chicken mo den chicken anyok mo top kan ken netin content la de ni SSPDF ko joran chicken la gwasame she Major General Lure Kong chicken yes pela ayo chicken jogo no go ne yeno biarun mat biawaka phase 2 ka training center ala unified force ni dial konte cha jojo kuma SSPDF tar juba man wi dialen kokien ajukan kuma spela ayo no lonya jok bia lonya ka training ko ba phase 2 ba je tuk banaw ka national election ka joran chicken lat gwasme but ngai kon no na me very impossible long at this time gwa me ti Dr. Macha te re ti jen gwa mi mo cha ka dak pin kan yes fela yo ana me ngode o just ba ngai ke je we monitor no kuma no ka mal and yet chicken di ni as pele ayo dial chicken ga joy gwen ken dial te le mi shale second phase and tamas ala second phase alat ke unify force ko jikem ya di chega dak chola ka te quarante re ti jen ana moni dio jen o chedem len madong michiren me ken let ken ko bi mal beben of course ngai kona jala la lat ken etin cha gor no dong ba men je let ken ba janga ken gor ken espela yo ko baroda mat janta dan chikan lat chikan ok chol ne dial ene force te joromo ene bonate ke de ni mone chol ken o bugren mat de ni SSPDF Jordan gwasame Eastern Equatorial State ala no shike tekamal shideni te konte shalke Uganda People Defense for the watch kana jalana morton with me dor shalke Makuach County chireme da ngai kono no cheteka korun wana shi tok re wucin bi mi kam de ni SSPDF kane de ni atila de ni kirme yadit no kane de la de Uganda so cha jo me cha jalat Ramadan la commissioner of Makuach County won mishale pole Benjamin yala do wonta ma shimalche ben coach ji Uganda People Defense Force shigarodian kapchong chicken la jal chicken petrol chicken la latere wini she jala la kan jel ko wala kan jel meti dit no kala kan community la kan jaga jadwal kenen tema te la complain le ben kan te kondintere which kene dial no chicken rodian palpin kan shimalche ben re which mi ngai kono no medan gwazi dana che togo je me cha dina SSPDF cha kanak shawuri shwal ke general dawa tur jong cha ja dakre wichin binimi ka Uganda no bikan boror bikan awgwe ka ji UPDF shugo je kana commander ken won mishale general Kayanja lieutenant general Kayanja muanga aramkel mi cha ja ji Uganda so me chika agree wa chicken border chicken awgwe cha go the corner de border there chongten chicken dia awgwe so no me jo chala do tame che togo no chi kana nok and go big again but chicken gen can in full but chicken la jal ka jale di de dana chicken ke je jo me em chalat kwana ben ka larame prophet Makuach tooth not a spiritual leader na me somehow shocking cause lar pilot wa rewi ka yot county ka jongle state la prophet Makuach tooth wa jen she delegation ni chaka jak kume wachi Makuach tooth yala do chen mal kal chen bela makatama jene baku gormal wachi delegation jaga jakji kume ka yodo no woka right ke kume kirma yadit ka dob dande mal dere ben gaje ci jomo ci jalat ngai kon dial me chala de prophet Makuach tooth ke jen pay bo ngone dan me chala do nene jeni be mal kal be jamak e ko gore jeno de dakuma cha de jeluñ kene ji kwara dial bartam je joje no chama ko jawa jen chaje convince ka jodan chalat gwasme Ramadan en la commissioner la youth county commissioner Jim Chol Jek no chikalat no chicken Makuach chicken convince ko bi mal betisen gwaya banyog lu jok kalare do dien beben mu gor jeno bi linga gwa bana ojek ka tungnore kalaro den en biata mal